we are here again to solve mathematics together. The problem we are having today is on Frustum. Okay, we'll be taking a look at what at Frustum. The question says that we should calculate the volume and the total surface area of what of a Frustum. Alright, now, what do we mean by Frustum? That's the major thing. There are some things that when you know the facts about it in mathematics, it's very, very easy for you to continue. What do we call what? A Frustum. When the top of either a cone or a pyramid is removed, the remaining is what is Frustum. This is a Frustum. Okay. Now the Frustum is having what? A radius at the top to be what? To be 7 centimeters. And the radius at the bottom of what? Of the Frustum to be what? To be 10 centimeters. And the Frustum is also having a height of what? Of 6 centimeters. Now, if you are solving any problem on what? On Frustum, the first thing that you should consider is to see the Frustum as a complete either a cone or what? Or a pyramid. Okay, when we get this, it is very, very easy for us to do what? To solve. We need to see this Frustum as a complete what? Cone or what? Or a pyramid. Now, thereafter, using similar what? Triangle, try to compare what? The bigger cone and the smaller cone together. You arrive at your what? At your answer. Don't forget, the formula for calculating the volume of what? Of a cone is what? Is 1 over 3 pi r square what? H. And the total surface area, okay, of what? Of a cone is the combination of what? Of the curved surface and what? And the circular base. So let's just go and apply what? All that I've said in this problem. So the first thing is for us to see this cone as a complete, this Frustum as a complete cone. So now let me make it a complete cone here. Let me make it a complete cone. If you are making this a complete cone, it's going to be this way. Don't mind my drawing. Okay. Alright, now, to some extent we can get what? A complete cone here. So this is a complete cone. Make it what? A complete cone. Now, one thing about a cone is that a cone has what? It has what? Height. It has height, and it also has what? Radius. Even from the Frustum. Okay? The radius at the top is what? Is 7 centimeters. Meaning from here is what? Is 7 centimeters. The height of the cone is what? Is 6 centimeters. Alright? And the base radius of what? Of the Frustum, of the bigger cone now, is what? Is 10 centimeters. So now let's go here. Now, this is a complete what? Cone. A complete what? Cone. Alright? And also, if we are to look at it very well, it means we are having two cones on the board. Now let's go here now. This is one cone, A, B, C. Another one is what? Is A, D, what? E, which is the bigger cone. Alright? If this is our E, let's say this place is what? Is our F. This place is our what? Is our G. Alright, now we can continue. We've gotten what? A complete cone. Now, the next question says, okay, the next step is to compare what? The cone, the two cones. There are two cones there, like I said. And also, if you take a look at it very well, you also discover that we also have what? Two triangles on what? On the board. Okay, so let's try and compare using what? Similar triangles here. Let's try and do that. Using what? Similar triangles. Using similar triangles. Meaning that we'll be looking for what? For the height of what? Of the smaller what? Cone. Are you getting me? Okay. Let's compare what? The ratio of what? Of the height of the cone to what? To the radius. To get what? The height of what? Of the smaller cone. Now, in our workings, we'll be using what? Small r for what? For the smaller cone. Small a, capital letter H for what? For the smaller cone. And capital letter R and capital letter H for what? For the smaller, for the bigger cone. Alright, now let's just go. Now, using what? Okay, using similar what? Triangle. By similar triangle. Now let's take a look at that. Our triangle ABC equals what? Triangle what? AD what? E. Let's go by that way. Alright, now let's try and compare what the ratio of what of the height of what of the triangles to what to the radius. Meaning that our H, which is our AF over what? Or ratio what? AG equals what? FC over what? Or ratio G what? GE. Let's do it that way. Now our AF is what? Is H over what? Our what? AG. Our AG is what? Is H plus what? Plus 6. Which is equals to what? Our FC is what? Is 7 over what? Over GE, which is what? Which is 10. Now let's try and cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we have what? 10 what times H equals what? 7 into what? H plus 6. So let's open our bracket. We have what? 10H equals what? 7H plus what? Plus 42. 7 times 6 will give us what? 42. So by doing that now, let's try and collect like 10. That will be what? 10H minus what? Minus 7H equals what? 42. Subtract 7 from 10, that will give us what? 3H, which is what? Which is what? To 42. By doing that, let's divide both sides by what? By 3. Divide both sides by 3. This cancel this. This here, that will give us what? 1, that's what? 14. Our H will be what? Will be 14 what? Centimeter. That's very nice. Our H, meaning the height of what? Of the smaller cone here. The height of our what? Smaller cone is what? Is 14 centimeter. If the height of our smaller cone is what? Is 14 centimeter. The bigger cone, are you getting me? The height of what? Of the bigger cone, which is ADE, the height will be what? This and what? And this. So, meaning that our capital letter H, like I said in the first place, which will be representing what? The height of what? Of the bigger cone, will be what? Will be H plus 6, which is equals to 14 plus 6. And that one will give us what? 20 centimeter. Now, we have gotten this. The height of our what? Of our smaller and the height of our what? Of our bigger what? Cone. Now, I want to calculate the volume first before the total surface area of what? Of the frustum. If we are calculating the volume of what? Of the frustum, we are going to get the volume of what? Of the bigger cone and the volume of what? Of the smaller cone. Then we subtract the volume of the smaller from the bigger. We get what? The volume of what? Of the frustum. Once we get the volume of what? Of this cone at the top, alright, and the volume of what? Of the whole cone, subtract, cut away this one, we will be getting what? The frustum. Cut away this. When we subtract the volume of what? Of this, we'll be getting our volume of what? Of the frustum here, which they asked us to do what? To do. Now, let's go here. The volume of frustum, don't forget I said the volume of what? Of a cone is 1 over 3 pi r square h. So here we'll be using 1 over 3 pi bigger r, which is for the bigger cone, square, minus what? 1 over 3 pi r smaller square r and h for the smaller cone. Now let's make our work easier here. Let's try and factorize. What is common between this? What is common between these? What is 1 over 3 what? Pi into what? Into r square, bigger r square h, then smaller r what? Square h as well. So now let's go here and let's try and define some terms that we know earlier. That our what? Our pi, we know our pi to be what? To be our pi is 22 over what? Over 7. Then our bigger r is what? Our bigger r is what? Is 10. Our bigger h is what? Is 20 centimeter. Our smaller r is what? Is 7. And our what? Smaller h is what? Is 14. So now let's substitute this in our what? In our formula. We get the volume of our what? Of our frustum. Now let's go here. That our 1 over 3 times what? 22 over what? Over 7 into what? What's our r square? bigger arrow, that's what 10 squared times what our h, which is what 20, bigger h, minus what this was our, that's 7 times what times 14. All right. Now, this one will give us what? I have my phone here to make the work very easy. All right, now let's go. Meaning that we'll be having a 22 over, because 1 times 22 will give us what? 22 over 3 times 7 will give us what? 21. Okay, into this one will give us 100 times 20 minus 7 times, okay, this one is what? Is squared. Don't forget this one is squared, sorry. So the square of this will give us what? 40 what? 49 times what? Times 14. So all right, now let's just go again. Meaning we have what? 22 over what? Over 7 over 21 rather, sorry. That's 21 into, this one will give us what? 2000. 2000 minus what? That is what? 49 times what? Times 4. 49 times 14 rather, times 14. We'll be having what? 6, 8, what? 6. Alright, now let's subtract this from this, meaning that we'll be having our 22 over what? Over 21 times, what is, let's subtract this from what? From 2000 minus what? 2000. Alright, we'll be having what? 1000 what? 314. Alright, now let's just go this one over 1. Let's multiply this and this together. Okay, alright. 22 times what? 1314. Okay, times 2. Then we'll be having what? 28,000. 28,900 and what? 908 over 21. Alright, our final answer, let's divide this by what? By 21. Alright, let's divide this by what? By 21. Let's divide 28,908 by what? By 21. Let's go. Divide what? 21. Our answer at the end of the day, we have what? Our answer at the end of the day is what? Is 1,300 and what? 376.57 centimeter what? Cube. Don't forget we are asked to take it to what? To 3 dp. To 3 what? Significant what? Figure. Alright, and in taking it to the what? To the significant figure, we start from the first non-zero what? Digits. Okay, of the expression. Now let's go here, of the figure rather. Now the first non-zero digit here is what? Is 1. The second is what? Is 3. The third non-zero digit is what? Is 7. So in a very simple sense now, we'll be rounding up to what? To, since we're having what? 6 as the next number, which is higher than what? Than 4. Okay, we'll be rounding up to 1 and add it. So our answer at the end of the day will give us what? 1,003 what? 80 to what? To 3 what? SF. Centimeter what? Cube. Don't forget your unit. It's very, very what? Important. So this will be our what? Our volume of what? Of Frustum. The volume of what? Of our Frustum. Volume of Frustum. Volume of Frustum. So that is our answer. That is the volume of what? Of the Frustum we are asked to do what? To find. Very simple. What we need to do is to see, like I said, the Frustum as a complete cone. And that is what I've drawn here, for us to get it very well. Using similar triangle, compare the ratio of what? Of the height of the smaller cone to what? To the bigger cone. And to what? To the radius. The ratio of what? Of the height to what? To the radius. You get your what? Your answer. Thank you. The other question is on the total surface area. And that one will be in our what? In our next what? Video. I appreciate you once again. Please, if you are saying this, do well. Encourage us. Follow our page. Like, share, and comment. We always love you. See you in our next video. Thank you.